Hey, and welcome to Tuesday night on Highwire Improv. We're so glad you're here. We've got two amazing teams for you tonight. We're very excited. Also, before I forget, congratulations on getting through almost half of the week. That's the way I like to look at it. We've got Monday done, we've got Tuesday done. And to celebrate, we're going to laugh a little bit. We're going to have some live comedy for you. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be wonderful. I'm going to clean my camera in the meantime when I'm off. And you guys are going to enjoy this next team coming up, the Improfessionals.
What's up, world? We are the Improfessionals. So we have Mel Post, we have Justine, Harrison, we have Leah, we have Julie, I'm Andy A, and we are the Improfessionals. We have a few members that weren't able to make it tonight, but it's all good. So it just goes down to yesterday we were performing on Socially Distant Improv. We perform on them every Monday, 7 p.m. Eastern time. It's a lot of fun. We do this monthly, different days, usually Tuesdays, 7 p.m. for 1 hour, which is a lot of fun. And we also perform in the monthly extravaganza, which on Friday, this Friday, March 28th, will be March Madness Comedy Virtual Extravaganza. And it'll be our 56th month doing that. So it's 8 hours of improv, stand-up comedians and all that. And yeah, it's a lot of fun. So tonight we're going to be doing some short form and we'll do a long form game. And yeah, we'll have fun with what. And it'll be our 56th. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm hearing me echoing. It just, okay, weird. Okay, so I'm looking right here. So we're gonna just start off with a pun joke style game. So we'll even just start it off where I'm just hitting everything off. So you're gonna each one's gonna get to choose a different theme when it's their turn. So they shouldn't be shocked. So I'm gonna give a theme, and then we're gonna do it's not you, it's me, or it's not me, it's you, and we're all gonna do it. So as an example, I might say the theme is horror. So I might say it's not you, it's me. You're just a little too scary. It's not you, it's me. I just don't have a clue. It's not you, it's me. Who done it? That type of thing, simple to the point. So I'll give the theme. So we'll do it in this number order. So it'll be me, Mel, Guli, Justine, and Leah. I would say for them to put themselves in the number order so we have it and easy to see. So I will just say the theme will be, you know what? We'll just say horror. So whatever the horror things begins. And I'll say, it's not you, it's me. I just really want to kind of chuck you around and, you know.
It's not you, it's me. I've just really started ghosting you.
It's not me, it's you. Your face is a little Halloweeny to me.
It's not me, it's you. What's your favorite scary movie, Sydney?
It's not me, it's you. You got a knife in your head.
It's not you, it's me. Jan is home. All right, so I'll throw it there, put that to the side. So Mel, give us a brand new theme and you will start, please.
Rock. It's not me, it's you. You're always getting stoned.
It's not you, it's me. I live inside of a rock.
It's not you, it's me. I want to rock and roll around with someone else.
It's not you, it's me. I'm going to be doing some social climbing.
It's not you, it's me. I just want to rock and I want you to roll.
It's not you, it's me. You just can't keep up with me because I've gotten so much bolder.
Oh,
Perfect. So put that aside. So Goldie, give us a brand new theme and you will start it.
Oh, I don't know. Let's go with Disney. Um, it's not you, it's me. I'm just too poor to live in that princess castle.
It's not you, it's me. I have a sleeping beauty with someone else.
It's not me, it's you. You're just goofy.
It's not you, it's me. So let me go, let me go.
It's not me, it's you. You're just not my Prince Charming.
Uh, it's not me, it's you. You just won't let me step in time in those dirty chimneys.
All right, Dick Van Dyke, and we'll put that to the side. So, Justine, when you're ready, give us a theme.
Recess. It's not you, it's me. I want a monkey bar around somewhere else.
It's not you, it's me. I just heard the bell.
It's not you, it's me. I just don't think you play on my ground enough.
It's not you, it's me. I'm just not interested in swinging.
Uh, it's not you, it's me. Teacher, did you see what happened?
It's not you, is it? It's me. I wishing for the one I love to find me, who's not you.
So, so we'll finish this off with Leia's theme. What is your theme, Leia?
Cereal. It's not me, it's you. You just don't have enough snap, crackle, or pop.
It's not you, it's me. So, cheerio.
It's not me, it's you. You've lost your lucky charm.
It's
Not
not
you.
you. Ooh, I'm sorry.
Not you, it's me. I like to eat your little flounder.
It's not you, it's me. You're too milky.
It's not you, it's me. I found Tony the Tiger.
Of course. Oh no, that's good.
Put it down to Jack. Down. Alrighty, so yeah, we're going. I'm looking right here with the thing. So yeah, we're gonna basically do. We'll do the 1-3-5. Why not? So 1-3-5. It's going to be a three-person scene. We're each going to get the opportunity to do it. So the key goes down to. I have the little timer. I'll call it, but it goes down to. It's always going to end up on the 5. So it'll just be right now. We'll all keep our cameras up. So how it'll be is it'll be Ghoulie starting. He's going to only say one word. Mel's going to respond with 3, and I'm going to respond with 5. So it's not one word continuation. It's one word sentence. That's all Goldie's doing. 3-word sentences Mel's doing, and I'm doing 5 words. We want the scene to make sense. That's the main goal. But yep, that's all. I'm just putting on my little timer on here, and of course I'm hitting the wrong buttons on that. So yep, getting my little timer. Got that there. All right. So Goolie's gonna start. Mel responds. I respond. Ghoulie, Mel, me. Ghoulie, Mel, me. So we just wanted to
So I
make
just
sense.
respond using one word. Okay.
Always one word. But
Okay.
remember, you want that one word to make sense every time.
Okay.
Mel wants that 3 words to make sense. We want to acknowledge all 3 characters. So we're gonna start where you're starting, Ghoulie, and the suggestion is squirrel. Squirrel's the suggestion. Squirrel. Things that usually have nuts, but when you are ready, you may begin.
Animals.
Look, they're everywhere.
They're great. They are cool.
Dog.
Dog chasing squirrels.
Here, I have nuts. Here.
Outside?
They're all coming.
We are at the park.
Right.
We're surrounded now.
Okay, they're cool. Be nice.
Calm.
Phobia of rodents.
Rodents are cool. They're doable.
Bit?
Look, it attacked.
That is funny. You deserved.
Am I next?
I think I will leave.
Don't!
Rabies. He's turning.
Better him and not me.
Brains!
We must abandon.
He's a rat zombie? What?
Squirrels!
Yeah, squirrel zombie.
This sucks. Have a nut. And scene. All right, so it's all there. We'll put that to the side. So, gonna do it again, but this time Justine is gonna start with the one word. Cooley's gonna make it make sense with the 3 words, and Mel with the 5. So they're doing it in the same thing we did, but Justine goes the 1, Cooley with the 3 words, Mel with the 5 in that order. And your 3 suggestions are oranges. Oranges are your suggestion. When you are ready, you may begin, Justine.
Please.
Yes, girl, squeeze.
Let's make some orange juice.
Yum.
They are yummy.
This is how we do it.
Thirsty.
My throat is
Sensing some romantic tension here.
Him?
please, not her.
Oh, come on now. You know.
What?
Just here, OJ.
I'm an expert matchmaker.
Wow.
Thanks. The invite.
I knew it, you two.
Whoa.
Are you Jewish?
$1 million question there. Consider.
Shalom.
I am not.
Whoa. Plot twist. Big one.
And scene. All right, we'll get a hand there. So we'll put
Jewish
that-
orange juice.
So we're gonna do it again, but we're gonna have now Leia doing the 1 word, Justine doing the 3, and Ghoulie doing the 5 in that order. And your suggestion, we just wanted to make sense, and it is A mystery. Mystery is your suggestion when you are ready. Mystery.
There.
Look at that.
The sheriff is in town.
Thankfully,
We need you.
What happened in the house?
blood.
Weird, crazy shit.
I understand that weird shit.
Look,
No, not there.
Then tell me where. Look.
there.
In that direction.
I see a bloody, ugly
Hand. Hand.
Not my hand.
gloves are going on now.
Ew.
Glove fits, yeah.
The head is beaten.
Yes.
That's really gross. Mm.
This body belonged someone here.
Yes.
I don't know.
Your lover or your lover?
Both.
Fine, she's right.
This man cheating on you?
And scene. All right, so we'll do there. To the side. So we're doing it again. I'm doing the one word layer, the 3, Justine the 5 in that order. And our suggestion here is apple pie. Apple pie. Delicious.
Such good pie.
I love sweet whipped cream.
Grandma's.
The best recipe.
Has to be homemade, definitely.
Perfect.
I want more.
I definitely want more too.
Here.
Thank you very much.
Can I also have one?
Definite.
That's so good.
I love the crust. Amazing.
Crusty.
Buttery, crunchy, yummy.
Apples are my jam, yo.
Funny.
Mmm.
Always good. Funny.
Really good while stoned, right?
Beer.
Uh-huh.
Beer, pie, stoned.
What else do you need?
Cheers.
Another bite now.
I need drinks and pies.
Stuffed.
Getting there now.
I know the pie. Wow.
Synonym.
What an idea.
Spicy but sweet in combination.
That's it. All right, so we're going to do that. So we're going to do this game one more time. So Mel is doing one word at a time. She's going to start it. I'm doing 3 and Leia's doing 5. So our suggestion here is snow. Snow. When you are ready, Mel.
Beautiful.
Nice and white.
Great day for sledding there.
Awesome.
Glowing in dark.
That's the best type sledding.
Toboggan.
Let's be prepared.
Just dress warmly. Fun, fun.
Ready?
Went pee before.
Always needs to pee before.
Too much clothing.
You too need to pee.
Must.
I went already.
Maybe change your clothes now.
Went.
Too sad. Funny.
You kids are too much.
Warm.
That is disgusting.
But it keeps you warm.
Nice.
Really is not.
Well, then let's jump on sleds.
Wee.
You there, me.
So we, and we.
And we call that the scene. All right, so give it a hand. All righty, stop. Dun, dun, dun. So we're gonna do a long form style game. We're gonna do living room. So living room's a fun game. So we're gonna be chatting about it. Then we'll swipe the scenes and we'll have it where we put down our scenes, come back up to perform, and we'll be doing different scenes on what we were talking about. So the suggestion that I have on this thing, that again, it just starts it out, is insurance. Fun stuff. Okay, so insurance is gonna be the topic. And again, it's only the first thing that the first person starts speaking. There's no number order we're talking about here. We'll just replay the stories once we get into a little bit of these things. So 30, 40 seconds or whatever, but insurance.
So that makes me think of medical insurance, which is not a funny subject, actually. But it's super important to have your medical insurance and to know what your policy actually says. Otherwise, you're going to be spending a lot of time trying to figure out how much money you owe to how many different people. So this has been my experience with insurance, trying to get an answer on.
I do think that reminds me of car insurance, and it's hysterical how many different car insurances they have. Oh, do you have 100% to pay for it? Do you have only 20%? Do we only pay for if you dent my car and not how you dent my car? Well, exactly. How do you dent your car? And it's just so funny how they do the little kiddy-caboodle and change everything that you're entitled to when you have car insurance. And I guess that's many insurances, but it's just annoying because you're like, oh, I have full insurance.
So when I got my new phone, they asked if I wanted to put insurance on it. But to do that, I would need to actually take a video of the phone, like in its factory state. And that would mean taking off the screen protector, which I had very carefully put on. And I don't want to risk taking that off. I mean, if I had like a little speck of dust under my screen protector, that would drive me nuts forever. So it's like, this is not worth it. I had this put on perfectly. I'm not taking it off again to take some stupid video. You should be happy I have a screen protector on there. I'm protecting your phone. You're welcome. And now you're not going to give me insurance because of that? Come on.
I had such a bad idea at I had such a bad time at the phone store. I could not handle myself. I had a long line. I was really stressed out because my phone was cracking up, going all over the place, going on this site, going on that site, having a mind of its own. And I went to the store and I said, "Please help me. Please help me." And I looked at the guy's tag and it said Christopher. And I said, "Christopher, please help me." And he said, "Yeah, I work at Verizon. Can I help you?" And I said, "Yes, I need your help because my phone is freaking out. Can you
This reminds me of a great story. You know, my mother has an iPhone SE, and I keep telling her, Mom, you really need to update your phone because you know your phone, it's a piece of shit. It doesn't work. And she's always complaining, like, I can't make the phone calls. I don't know what's happening. Now, Mom, it's because you have an old phone. You can't update. None of the software is currently working on your phone. You know what, Christopher? Go fly a freaking kite. I like my SE. Yeah, but Mom,
See,
nobody.
that does make me think of back in the day, kids would actually go out and play. You're allowed to go out and play. Today, when people go out and play, they do bring their phone and they're playing with everybody on the phone, but nobody that's around them. And it's just mind-boggling. It's like they lose all sense of what's going on. It's a smartphone, but it really does make people stupider. It's sad but true. You know, like back in the day, you would say, "Hey, meet me at so-and-so place," and you would meet. But today's world, you could be 20 feet away from you. Where you at? I'm looking here. I'm there. Why do you make it so hard? Stop with the phone.
That reminds me of going to restaurants nowadays, even really, really nice restaurants. People bring their kids and they let them sit on their phones and play a game as loud as they want. It doesn't matter how quiet or how good the restaurant is. And I don't know. There's got to be some etiquettes or some rules with phones.
Well, I just don't understand how parents can't entertain their children at a restaurant. Like they're coming in, especially like if they're going to a really nice, like sophisticated, a sexy Italian restaurant. Like if I'm here with my wife or girlfriend and I'm getting ready to propose, and all of a sudden you hear Coco Melon, Coco Melon, and you look over and it's a child spitting all over the freaking iPad. Just
We're gonna swipe and let's see one of those scenes. Oh my goodness. Listen, yeah, so my phone's having all these type of problems and it's putting on these weird sites and everything. And yeah, don't pay attention to all that porn stuff that's on it. It wasn't me. It just seems to be going weird, but I need you to delete all those porn things on my phone. My wife's getting really upset and okay, you're gonna have to speak up a lot louder because I can't hear you. Listen, I'm a porn customer here.
porn? Yeah, we've got a lot of these porn cases. Hold on, hold on.
Okay,
There's all these porn things happening.
Right, okay, but yeah, we can't keep saying that. There's other people around here. And I don't want that to look like people are looking at me. This is weird. I just want.
I didn't say that. No one heard. No one heard. Everyone's in their own little world, their phone world. So the thing is,
you got another one with porn on his phone? Clear that one up.
she doesn't know. She's crazy. She doesn't know what she's talking about. So the problem is, yeah. The problem is the porn sites, they've got a lot of viruses, so I'm gonna have to do a special concoction with the algorithm.
Right.
Oh my God. Did you say porn? Another one with porn on their phone? Shameful. You should be ashamed. Ashamed.
Yeah, okay. My whole point is you keep saying it. I don't care about the viruses. Well, I want you to just clear out my phone.
Oh, okay. Hold on. So
listen, brother, I was just like you here. Take my card. We meet every Sunday at the church down the street from 8 to 10. I'll see you there.
Oh, yeah, I'm not touching that phone. Not touching that phone. That sounds a little too weird. Swipe.
I want to go to a really sexy restaurant tonight. Like Italian is always sexy. American is just, it just doesn't excite me.
Okay, well, you are going to love the place that I've picked out. All right. It's right across the street. It's a very sexy upscale Italian place. It's going to be nice and quiet. We can have a romantic candlelight dinner.
That's so exciting. Yeah, maybe a special evening too.
I know. And what I love about it is it's going to be so nice and quiet because, it's only Wednesday. We picked a great day of the week. Nobody's going to be there. It's going to be just us. It's going to be amazing. Let's go in.
Yeah. Oh,
Hi, I'm willing to sit you here. Why don't we sit right here? We have no one around you. Here. Okay.
okay.
Oh, wait, we just have someone coming in. Thank you. Sit, sit, sit. We have another family coming in. They're going to sit right over here. Hello,
Oh.
thank you.
Oh,
Enough space. There's enough space. There's
but
enough.
we just wanted a quiet evening.
Oh, all right. Wow. That
She's
was
gone. Damn.
I guess she's got a lot to do. Wow, that's a big family coming in. Okay. Wow.
Look at the kids. They have a lot of kids.
That's a lot. They're having to push the tables together. Okay.
Well, you were saying, I know you have something special to talk to me about tonight.
Yeah, well, I did have a bit of a plan for tonight.
I can't quite hear you. They're getting they're yelling. They're a loud family.
Quiet. Thank you for calling United Healthcare. Here, what is your name and reason for your call this evening?
Luigi Mangione.
Luigi Mangione. Okay, Luigi Mangione, what is your date of birth?
1/3/99.
Okay. All right, Mr. Mangione, how can I help you with your claim this evening?
I don't like it. I don't like the healthcare. I don't like it. It's bad. It's bad. I wrote about it in a journal. You have to understand it's really bad.
Sir.
Why?
I just work here. Are you calling about one of your claims, or are you just calling to complain about your insurance?
No, I want to be connected to the CEO.
The CEO, unfortunately, the CEO passed away. Oh, rest. Mm.
No, the other one.
The other one, I'm sorry, I can't patch you through. This is the claims department. We can talk about one of your claims. You just had surgery on your left foot, it seems, about a couple of months ago.
I have a bunch of
You're
screws
still
in my
complaining
foot.
about it.
There's a bunch of screws in my foot. You should see the x-ray. It's a bunch of screws in there.
Okay. And it seems you have a
Just keep getting
deductible.
Keep getting denied. Deny, defend, depose, deny, defend,
Sir,
depose.
sir, I'm trying to talk to you about your
know.
deductible.
We're gonna swipe everybody back to the living room. All right, so we're gonna do another suggestion thing, and this is saying holiday. So whatever holiday makes you think of, and so since it's quiet, I'll just start. And to me, the last holiday that just pretty much passed was Valentine's Day. So to me, Valentine's Day was a day I used to really couldn't stand, just because it was like, let's make everything 5 times the value what you normally pay. So it's just like ridiculous. You're buying the same thing. So if you buy in chocolate or candies or flowers, oh, you are screwed. Because again, you can't buy flowers a week before because they rot. And it's just a mind-boggling how much they yank up the prices for the chocolates, for this, and it's like,
I wish I knew how to take care of plants, but because they're pretty, they're nice to have around, they clean the air and all that. It's great for atmosphere, but that would mean I have to maintain them. I have to give them water at the right times of day and give them sunlight. I can't even do that for myself. Like, I forget to drink water myself and get sunlight. How can I be expected to take care of this plant? Maybe I can handle it.
As Mel was just talking about, I can't even take care of myself. So we're talking about plants. Like, they are like a living, breathing, almost alive thing. We're supposed to be, what, drink 64 ounces of water? That may not even be correct. But we're supposed to be drinking water, putting like really good food inside of our bodies. But then you have McDonald's down the street, which is cheaper. So I can go.
I will say that makes me think of, just in general, I'm a diehard Mets fan. Big time Mets fan. They're going to be a 2025 World Champions. But one thing I will say that I give the Yankees credit on is they have this thing called bacon on a stick. They've had this will be the 5th year in a row. which I do wish Citi Field got, because Citi Field has some good food. But bacon on a stick, I love it. Again, it's the
That
cracker.
reminds me of going to the state fair in New York. And it was bacon on a stick, but it was covered with chocolate. And I mean, you can't beat bacon on a stick, except with bacon on a stick covered with chocolate.
Bacon on a stick, because if you don't eat bacon, because you're either kosher or you're vegetarian or like whatever, and you don't eat bacon, you have a fake bacon, we call it fakin on a stick, and we put it on a stick to make it like a bacon, but it's a fakin, and you eat it, and you can put it in a pan to make it sizzle, or you can like put it in the microwave, and then you
See,
put it.
that does make me think of also, which is hysterical, but back in the day, vegetarians, and again, I give respect, that's cool and all, but their food used to be the worst tasting thing on the planet. It was just eating cardboard, but it was healthy. You eat this and that. Now they've made it where the junk actually tastes delicious, but it's actually worse than real stuff. It's all that fake stuff, that bacon and all that one stuff, that the Impossible Burgers, they taste good, but holy cow, they're 10 times worse when the originals do it. It's just amazing. It used to be healthy to be vegetarian, and now they need to eat all these other vitamins and minerals and blah, blah, blah.
I kind of wonder if vegetarians in California ever go to In-N-Out. Like, In-N-Out seems to be like the poster child of burgers in California. So if you go up to a vegetarian, I wonder if you ask them, hey, have you ever had In-N-Out? I wonder if their first reaction is, ew, no, ew. Maybe that's why there are no In-N-Outs near Rodeo Drive.
See, I will tell you, that makes me think of, just out of curiosity, I'm in the city, obviously saying it, New York, born and raised. Out there, In-N-Out, like, who wants to eat at a place called In-N-Out? What the heck do they do with their food? I mean, it's, oh, what the heck? I mean,
Well, I mean, it's supposed to come out eventually, right?
It's done. I mean, holy crap.
I think they're referring to how quickly you get your food in California. And I got to say that it's not what you're thinking.
Well, the thing is with In-N-Out, everyone loves it because they do a magic sauce, and it's like this weird sauce that no one knows the recipe, but they have this special sauce on there. And so they like sprinkle it on everything. And so it becomes a crack kind of cocaine's In-N-Out sauce. And then they put it on, and then people want to come back because they want to eat that sauce specific.
Let's swipe and see one of those scenes. Yeah, with the special sauce, things that make you go, but yes, swipe.
Oh man, I'm so excited. I'm gonna put the special sauce on all the burgers out there. My little apprentice. Oh, I'm so glad I have two of you working in the kitchen today. So I'm just gonna pass the sauce to put to you. Just stick it on the burgers.
So excited that I got a job here. I always love the special sauce.
I hope one day he tells us what's in it.
Hey, ladies, have you ever seen the movie Good Burger? You know, when Kel was talking about his secret Good Burger sauce? Yeah, it's just like this.
You don't mind if I eat it while I'm putting it on everybody's burger, right? No?
No?
Eat the sauce. It's only for the customers.
But I thought I would work here and get as much sauce as I wanted.
I need sauce right now. Hi guys, customer in. I know you're not open yet, but I need the sauce.
Oh,
Okay.
It's a sauce emergency.
So the sauce emergency.
Here, sauce.
What is in this stuff?
Does that happen often? These people are nuts.
Yeah, I know. It's California. What do you expect when you open a restaurant near an In-N-Out? They expect all this good sauce.
That's all it is, just sauce. I think there's some kind of addictive component in it.
You have to come here in the morning. It must be stronger than coffee.
Here, we gotta put a little powder in the sauce.
Oh, powder. Okay. So there's powder in it.
Good.
Hello, I am from corporate. I'm here to talk to you about the Valentine's Day In-N-Out special with the special sauce for Valentine's Day. It has to be red. It has to be the same sauce. It has to be red. Okay? Do we get this?
Okay, I'm getting the red powder. Hold on.
Valentine's Day is the biggest holiday for In-N-Out.
Do we
Ton.
double all the prices for Valentine's Day?
Yes.
Good. That's smart.
Okay. Because the sauce makes people come and they come together on Valentine's Day and they do dates. So just make sure the sauce is bright, beautiful red.
It's coming, it's coming. Like, stop bothering us in the kitchen.
Chef James, if you just told us what's in it, maybe we could help you produce it faster.
No, I don't trust anybody I hire at this establishment.
But I mean, we have a sauce emergency coming up. I mean, it's Valentine's Day and we need to make a lot more sauce.
Okay.
We got to make it red.
Okay.
Swipe. Hi. I'm getting my bacon on a stick. Oh my gosh.
Yes, bacon on a stick's best thing on the planet.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited for bacon on a stick. Oh,
my goodness.
it's
Yes.
my favorite time of year.
I love it. You know what? You'd actually be a great sales rep. I want to take a bacon on a stick. I want to take your photo. We're going to advertise you here. We're going to put you as our billboard. And yes, but you gotta, yes, show it off and perfect. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, you look great. Oh my goodness. 6 months later, she's the biggest fad in selling of the the pig on a blanket. Oh, excuse me, madam. Yeah, just such a big fan of yours and everything. Oh my goodness, you guys are doing amazing with the bacon on a stick.
I love bacon. I just love bacon. It was like a happenstance moment. I just got a bacon on a stick and then I got a photograph and now I'm the bacon lady and I'm like so excited.
Oh my goodness. I mean, it's just so entertaining because, you're like Miss Bacon Fakin in so many ways, but without the bacon. It's just the bacon, but it's outstanding.
Only bacon. We love our fans. We couldn't be anywhere without you. I love when people like you come up to me. I can't talk about the bacon. It just brings me so much joy, to be honest.
Oh, well, you do an amazing job and it's so enjoyable. It really seems like you're almost having a infatuation with the bacon on a stick. Like you're like a magnet. We want to watch and have some bacon.
Yes. I always loved it. And then this just brings me closer to the bacon and on the stick. And I'm like totally there.
Oh, you brought me a plant for Valentine's Day. That's so sweet. It's not flowers, it's just a flowering kind of plant.
Yeah. I mean, I figured you could use a little brightening around here. And I mean, I know it was hard. It's been hard since your boyfriend left you. So I'm trying to make things a little bit easier for you by cheering you up with some plants.
It's just I'm feeling a lot of pressure, from having a plant, like adopting a plant like this. I mean, it takes a lot of responsibility to take care of a plant.
Well, honey, I mean, I think it's really good for you to learn a little more responsibility. Maybe then your relationships would last a little longer.
Well, it didn't kill the last boyfriend. He just left me, but I could easily kill this plant. I mean, I've always had double brown thumbs.
Well, it's all related. Don't you see? You have to nurture relationships just like you nurture a plant. You could take care of this plant, and then maybe we could get you something more like a
dog
garden.
A rose garden.
A dog. Okay, let's work our way up to that.
You always wanted grandchildren, didn't you, Grandma? That's what you're working for.
I would love to be Grandma. I would love for someone to call me Grandma. Yes.
That's it, Mom. I was never enough for you. That's what this is about, the plants and the boyfriends.
No, honey. I just want what's best for you. I mean, I want something in your life to last for a while. That's all.
Right, everybody back up to the living room. So we're going to do this one more time around. And again, we're going to trash everything we were talking about and we're just going to give a new thing. So competition is the new thing. So whatever competition makes you think of.
The first competition I ever won was when I was 6 years old at a Halloween party. and we had a howling contest. We all had to get on stage and howl like a wolf. And I was the best howler, apparently. And I credit that to watching a lot of Scooby-Doo. They had this repeated sound effect that was just like, ooh, ow, ow. So I just kept repeating that, and I won the contest. It's like, oh my God, I won something. Look, Mom, I won. So I was proud of that for a long time.
When I was younger, so in elementary school, especially around Halloween, we would have like a Halloween parade, and my mom would always put me in like these stupid but cute costumes, and I was a walrus, like a huge walrus, and I was so embarrassed to be a walrus that I told my teacher and everybody that I'm like a killer walrus. So it's a cute walrus costume, but I'm a killer walrus. And I remember just going like, I. So I just wanted to be like scary because, Halloween.
That makes me think of, you see the way he's walking around, being this kid going around, honk, 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 honk. What does the heck and make that sound like? Especially a guy doing that, like things that make you, teaching your kid that to do that first thing in school, go around honking and, so I don't know about if you're a killer walrus or what's what, but I think you'd be killed out of the school because
that makes me
your mind goes.
That makes me think of the Hong Kong, the thing that happened when everyone came back from spring break in the university, and there was a big Hong Kong sound and no one knew what it was. It was this huge honk, like no one knew what it was, and then it was just honk, 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 and no one could understand where it was coming from, and it never got figured out. And then everyone always was talking about honk, honk, like where no one could tell where it was coming from. People thought it was a car, people thought it was a boat, people thought it was like an alarm, and there was a huge honk honk, and it was just not being said. Of like,
that makes me think of, it's kind of like even where I live now. It's not too bad, but at one point it was ridiculous. You have sometimes where it's just the upstairs of them making so much ruckus, so much loudness. And again, you're right underneath them. And it was the construction people. They said they'd be there for 2 weeks. And 3.5 months later, they're still there during weekdays. And again, weekdays, people work 24 hours a day, different hours. So they're sleeping while they're doing all this nonsense. It's like, it almost seems like they're purposely banging on the ceiling, which is my ceiling, their ground, purposely. And I don't say anything.
That reminds me that my downstairs neighbor likes to go out on his terrace, and he's learning to play the guitar. Not he plays the guitar. He's learning to play the guitar. So there's hours of the same chord. Again, boom, boom, same chord. And even worse, now he started to sing along with playing this one chord. This is New York City. I feel like, maybe I might not be able to make it, Andy. I may not make it.
I will say that makes it sound like Leia's old story she was just telling us about the kids, the nuisance kids. Are you talking about your neighbor being that nuisance kid?
Well, yeah, he's pretty young. He's a kid. He is a kid, actually.
Let's swipe and let's see one of those scenes.
Hey, you're really noisy, I mean, I don't want to be one of those people that complains all the time, but you're always out here making noise,
I just love the singing and the art of the guitar.
But some people sleep during the day. They work at night, like me.
Really? What do you work as?
Well, I'm a night watch woman.
Night watch woman.
Oh,
in the night, the lady of the
Bro,
night.
keep doing your thing. Here's $5. Keep doing your thing. I'm loving it.
Oh, Venmo me. I got a tip, a lady.
Look,
Good night.
look, I will give you $5 to stop playing.
I don't like
$10, 20, 30.
Keep your
I just
money.
want to go back to sleep.
Your money. When do you? So I'm supposed to now live my life during the day. I'm supposed to take my guitar and put it down so you can sleep because you sleep during the day, but the rest of us exist during the day. Is that what you're saying?
Well, it's not like I'm keeping you up at night when you're sleeping, you know?
Swipe. All right, guys, you're doing a great job with the apartment repairs here, but there's one problem. You're not making enough noise. Okay, that's part of the job. You need to drop stuff on the floor. You need to hammer the walls as hard as you can. It's part of the job. It's in the code. Nobody questions it.
Okay, I'm trying here. You know, I've only been here a couple of days.
All right, well, you're an amateur. I get it. Here, I'll show you how it's done. All right, let's take the tool bag here. And oh, oops, I dropped it. Oh, well, I'm going to take this hammer and I'm going to hammer this nail in the wall. Okay, all right.
Okay. Oh, that's loud.
Yeah, that's how it's done. And when you're done with the tools, you don't place them on the ground. You throw them on the ground, all right?
Okay. So what if, just hear me out, something breaks? Just hypothetically.
Oh, well, then we'll fix it. It's job security, man.
Okay.
That's what keeps things running. Things break, we fix it. They break, we fix it. Who cares if they break it, if we break it, as long as we fix it and make a lot of noise while we're doing it.
Okay, and HR is okay with this? You know.
Yeah, you just let me worry about HR, you know.
Okay. All
this
right.
is our code. This is the code we live by, okay? I'm not changing it for nobody. For nobody.
I read in my read in my paperwork that I have to break shit on the job, and I didn't know if it meant like literally break shit, or if it's just like metaphorically break shit. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, we mean that absolutely literally. And just for extra measure, we like to play the song "Break Shit" by Limp Bizkit while we do it at full volume.
Okay, so here's a chair. I'm just going to like tilt it that way.
Knock it over. Do it now. Knock it over.
Okay, here it goes. Oh,
don't hold it. Knock it over. Let it go. Yes, just like
on
that. You're getting it. All right.
I'm gonna kick it now. I'm gonna kick it.
Yeah, kick it hard. Oh, dude. We gotta celebrate. Come on, jump up and down with me.
Okay.
Hey, boss, I'm really sorry. I'm late to work again. Yeah, you know, I know I'm late a lot, but today I really have a great reason for being late.
All right, we'll just get to the freaking excuse already. You're making this.
I got attacked by a 6-year-old walrus going, huh.
No, that sounds very unrealistic, because how the heck do you know it's 6 years old? Does it say, hi, I'm 6 years old, I'm a walrus? What the?
I'm 6 years old, I got tell all that.
Wasn't about, see, you think I made it up like I make everything else up, but that was real.
Right. Yeah. So the whole
I'm just
thing
inside your head. He can't see me.
You got to realize that you always come out of left field saying all these weird things and all, and maybe you should just either leave or take a break, because you come up with a lot of nonsense.
I can't go back to my apartment. There's somebody playing guitar. I'll never get any sleep.
Holy cow. Why do I think you're the one playing guitar and you just look in the mirror and you're singing to yourself, yelling at yourself, and oh my goodness, you know, it's hard to do business this way.
I'm here to work now. I mean, I've gotten over my fear of walruses.
From 20 seconds ago, 30 seconds ago, yeah, that doesn't sound legitimate, but
Well, if he comes back, I'm leaving.
okay, it's weird.
That's it. I'm gone.
Okay, well, I think that's best thing for us that you're gone, because I don't know what you're talking about, but all right, don't go away, man, just go away, and we'll call scene. So swipe it, everybody pop back up, give yourself a hand. So we're gonna do one more little quick thing before we go to here. So we're gonna do, because Goldie requested it, we're gonna do Sex with Me. So Sex with Me, And it's not with me, don't worry about it, but it's sex with me. So it's a fun little pun joke game. So I'll say what the word is. I'm gonna start it. Mel goes, Schoolie, Justine, Leia, and I'll finish off. Then Mel gives a new one, blah, 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 blah. So again, it's a timer thing, so speed is equivalent. So the word will be, I will say, you know what? Instrument. Screw it. Sex with me is like sex with an instrument because we're going to be in fine tune.
Sex with me is like an instrument. You got to know how to use your fingers.
Sex with me is like an instrument. It's like a trombone.
Sex with me is like an instrument. I'm not flat.
Sex with me is like an instrument. You need to keep strumming.
Sex with me is like sex with an instrument because you're going to be playing with the strings. All right, so we'll go up there, put that to the side. So Mel, give us a new one and go for it.
Map. Sex with me is like a map. You got to find your way around.
Sex with me is like a map. Let's do it like they did in the 90s. Just print it out.
Sex with me is like a map. Find my spot.
Sex with me is like a map. In fact, it's like a lot of maps. It's an atlas.
Sex with me is like sex with the map because I'm going to be navigating you in the right direction.
Sex with me is like a map. I'll have you in a great state.
All right, so we'll go up there. We'll put that to the side. So Ghoulie, give us a new word and we'll go with it.
Flat earthers. Sex with me is like flat earthers. Just flat.
Sex with me is like flat earthers. You can make up whatever you want, baby.
Sex with me is like flat earthers. I'll keep you on the edge.
Sex with me is like flat earthers. We'll make the world quake, the earthquake.
Sex with me is like flat earthers. You won't believe what you see.
Sex with me is like flat earthers. I'm always right.
Right there, put that to the side. Go ahead, Justine, give us a word and we may begin.
Music. Sex with me is like music. Listen close and you'll be guided to greatness.
Sex with me is like music. Very, very loud music.
Oh.
Sex with me is like sex with music because you're going to want to hit the right note.
Sex with me is like music because we're going to be in the key of F.
Sex with me is like sex with music. It's a Broadway musical.
Sex with me is like sex with music. I turn on the radio.
All right, so great job. So last one, go ahead, Leia, give us the word.
Cotton candy. Sex with me is like cotton candy. Your fingers are going to be sticky.
Wow.
Sex with me is like sex with cotton candy because your mouth and fingers are going to be all into it.
Sex with me is like candy, cotton candy. Terrible for your health.
Sex with me, sex is like cotton candy because my dick is just full of sugar.
Sex with me is like cotton candy. You can find commercial.
Sex with me is like cotton candy. You're going to have a toothache.
So great job. So just for the record, we are the Improv Professionals. We perform every week, Monday night, 7 p.m. Eastern Time on the great Facebook page, Socially Distant Improv. We perform monthly on this great Highwire Improv, which you check on YouTube, which hopefully you'll check it out now, and it's a lot of fun. We perform for an hour there. This week, we're performing Friday night officially we go on at 7:42 p.m. Eastern time, performing for 90 minutes. And we have, starts from 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern time, ends at 11 p.m. Eastern time. A lot of improv teams, a lot of stand-up comedians that are performing throughout from around the globe. So if you want to perform in a future one, this is our 56th month in a row extravaganza, and it's called March Madness Comedy Virtual Extravaganza. Always different themes each month, and it's a lot of fun to be a part. And the next act that's coming up after us is Hooray for Yorick. So we are the improv professionals. We have Mel Post, Justine Harrison, Leah, Gooley. I'm Andy A. Thank you, world. Thank you, Highwire Improv. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. I would know.
Keep it going to the Improv Festival. All right. If you are in the Baltimore area and you are interested in doing some improv, check out highwireimprov.com for any of our classes that we have going on, for our workshops, and for our jams. We also have shows. We would love for you to come out to see our shows. We have a show every weekend all over Baltimore City. We are coming to your neighborhood. We're here, there, we're everywhere. We're like the Bugaloos. And I'm pretty sure I just totally dated myself with that reference. All right, we're going to keep the laughs going and the loving happening with our next team. Please put your hands together for Hooray for Yorick.
We be Hooray for Yorick. I be player Bela, and over there be not player Jane, who could not make it this day. But that be the fabulous Dan Wilson. Dan, who be currently muted, which I do hope he will change. Be famous across the improv land for two teams, one of which is Binge Watch, and the other which is Butt of Mind. But neither of these are Shakespearean, and I do believe that Dan should also be famous for Shakespearean improv. But enough of us. Hooray for Yorick we be, but we do need 2 one-word suggestions. Millie, please, can I get a word starting with the letter C?
Sure. The letter C. Cautious, cautiously.
Cautious or cautiously, either one will do. Great. And then a second word beginning with the letter T.
Traveler.
Traveler. Excellent. Thank you very much. Now, my partner Dan, first task of this great day be to take these 2 suggestions and combine them into some type of title that Shakespeare himself, looking from up above or perchance down below, would somehow find in his heart to love. Now Dan must do great mental work, and I do believe Dan be done. I do give it off to Dan for this title. It will, I am hoping, be grand.
'Tis true, for thine bard did upon his laurels rest from time to time, and thus came up with the most simple title of The Most Cautious Traveler.
The Most Cautious Traveler. Indeed, a title has been given. Now let us go to our play.
Aye, 'tis true indeed. I have often found myself wishing upon a star to find lands far and wide, and yet I find within myself naught but worms and an affinity for the ground. And yet, in this tale we tell this day, we do find a traveler, one who wishes to go across the world, and yet hath not yet left his home itself. We find upon the opening scene our traveler consulting with his best bosom companion as he doth prepare for the first of many steps upon the world. Oh, Mercutio, oh, Mercutio, the thought that thou might leavest this fine place, this home, this hamlet, this well-kept garden, for unknown shores doth break mine very heart.
Rodrigo, thou hast come to me in my moment of need, for I did look but out the window upon yonder small little teensy weensy foothill, and my heart did flutter, and I did say, what if I did trip and fall upon yonder little teeny bitty hill, and I would then injure myself, and my dreams would be done, my legs would be crippled, my body would shrivel, my very essence would die, and all my hopes and dreams gone when I have but even not left the house. Rodrigo, oh Rodrigo, please help me, I do beg of thee, give me some impetus to leave all of this beauty inside.
Oh, fine, fine brother of mine, though not of blood but of heart, Mercutio, I can think of no reason why thou wouldst leave this place. For 'tis true, thou hast no property, and thou hast no coin, and thou hast no means of employment. None doth love thee, and in fact, all the ladies here doth spit upon thee as they walk past thee. And yet I can think of reason none for thou to leave this place.
Rodrigo, thou art the reason I must leave this place. Thou, yea, thou, for Rodrigo, thou art so much more than me. And when that one time I needed to go to the store for my yearly provisions, and I did bump into thee, and I thought, there be a man of bravery, a man who laughs in scorn when the shopkeeper says, the payment, sir, is but 2 pence. And thou didst say 1 pence for thee. And I did simply look at thee in admiration. I do wish to be thee, Rodrigo.
Mercutio, thine words do fill my heart with joy and song. For 'tis true, I am an amazing fellow indeed. And I can see how thou might look upon my visage and have pangs of most green and envious jealousy. And yet I say to thee, I do cherish thee. I do appreciate the way thou dost beg and grovel, and the way thou dost make my own person look so fair and successful in comparison. Should thou leavest me, I think I might seem, may Lord above not allow it to be so, ordinary.
Rodrigo, for thy honor, I did put extra green upon my face this day, for I did know that thou wert coming here, and I did wish thee to realize how green I was in pangs of greenish jealousy, that thou art so superior in every way. I barely am here as a worm beneath thy feet, and I would be a worm beneath thy feet somewhere else. I do ask thee, leave my house so that I might wish to follow thee, and then desert me as a friend truly should, somewhere deep, deep in the forest, or perhaps on a volcano, perchance in the Arctic North, or the boiling South, within a whirlpool, upon a bark of lumber that twirls about, and let me find my own way. This is what I ask of thee, Rodrigo. This is what I ask of a hero.
Mercutio, thine words have stirred mine heart, for 'tis true in this most tiny and unsupposing hamlet, this mighty oak may grow only so tall. I hear in thy words thy call for me to go to places more fitting, more worthy of mine greatness, that I perhaps should go to thine great cities, thine great lands, and make mine fortune. What thou dost or dost not matters not to me. Thou hast shown me this hovel of thine, this town of thine. It is too small for me. I shall journey upon the world, and I shall do so boldly. thou may do us what they will as cautiously as thou like. I bid thee good day, my dearest bosom companion. Pray for me, and hope that thou mayest one day hear my name sung by the bards as they do travel by this miserable, forgotten place.
As I have been ordered to, I do pray for thee, Rodrigo. I pray and I pray heartily. And when I do open my eyes and see you off, perchance even yonder, yes, yonder hill, I will follow thee for as long as I can and as long as I will. Oh, that was a great mistake following. I have now ended up in some very strange land, and I did follow and follow for at least miles 30 or more, but 30 miles from my very own home. I know not how far I could possibly have roamed, for over there be a woman beyond compare. I could not even barely begin ever to speak to her. What must I do? What must I do? She looks at me with eyes. Oh my God, I turn to glue. Ah!
Good sir, speakest thou unto the hours while the bird might sing into the clouds itself? Hast thou purpose here? Hast thou perhaps come to do trade? For indeed I doth have a basket within that has many a pretty bauble that I might sell for a certain right pair.
As thou dost, I do believe, speak to me, for I see no one else within a radius of at least a mile or two. I must.
Good sir, of course I speak to thee. Art thou a tree that I might speak elsewhere? Come close that I might look upon thee and see if thou hast the means with which to purchase mine pretty baubles.
I come closer to thee, not because I wish to, but because thou didst order me. Nay, I wish not to insult thee. I would say that I would wish to if I did have some type of different aggressive mentality, but I be not that type of man. I be quite cautious. I feel as if, I am losing sensation in my hand.
Good sir, thou art losing sensation in thy extremities. Thou feelest nothing in thine hands, thine feet. Feelest thou nothing in thine heart? For thou did approach me not because thou desirest, but only because I did command? Now 'tis true, my heart does sing for men whom I can command, and yet that is not the reason for our meeting. What bringest thou here if not for trade and not for love? What other possible matter in the world could there be?
To be true, my fair lady and fairest of them all, I come to enlarge the thing that is not to even be seen, not even an organ, perchance that can be seen like the spleen, but something even greater.
I do understand thy meaning. I have often had men come to me speaking of that organ which may not be seen that doth grow in my presence. And I do tell thee, I am not interested at this time.
Nay, please, madame. No, nay, I know not even of what organ you do speak, for my mother and father gave me not the speech, and I do speak to thee certainly of what the priests do call, I do think, the soul of it all. Yea,
the soul, oh, thou dost speak of the soul, and know not of which I speak. If thou knowest not of what I speak, for thine parent hath not given thee et else, but a knowledge of the soul, thou must be a eunuch. I have heard of ones like thee, and do honor thee thy sacrifices for holy rites.
Madam, I cannot lie to thee. A eunuch I could only aspire to be. I have never had anything chopped off in any way. I believe that I am fully equipped, even if miniature in some small way.
'Tis a tragedy indeed, to have thy manhood, and yet have thy manhood such that thou mayest not brag of it. For indeed all the men in these parts do brag of their manhood day and night and day, and yet they do very rarely have opportunity to use it. Nevertheless, thou hast come here to speak of thy soul. One is on a quest most religious, I do perceive.
My lady, I merely wish to expand myself so that I am not so afraid of everything else. Nay, nay, lady, I must ask thee, and this will be the greatest thing I do today. I ask thee, and give me no answers strange. I ask thee this one thing only. What be thy name?
My name, good sir, my name is that of Gwendolen.
Oh,
A name given to me by my mother, who did receive it from her mother before her, who did receive it from her mother before her. I am indeed the fifth of that name, and most beauteous possessor of it.
I have done my deed for the day, and now I wish to find the Arctic. I leave thee, Gwendolen, remember me forever, and if I do die, I wish thee to come to my funeral and say that thou didst meet a man with a soul that was slightly greater in some sad way.
'Tis true, I shall remember thee, for I have never met a eunuch who was yet endowed as a man, or if not as a man, as perhaps a small frog. Most extraordinary. Ah, 'tis a good day, for all days that contain me are indeed good days. This is the first town I have come across since I left that horrid hovel I called a home. And what a good town it is, bustling and full of energy. I see here a guard upon the gate, for any town who hath a guard must be a town most prosperous indeed. Good day, sir, good day. What, may I ask, is this robust and bustling town's name?
This town be named Harmwood. Harmwood it be, for all that do come through our gates be harmed in some way. Whether it be a he or a she, harmwood it be, and harmwood it will be. 'Twill be harm to thee if thou dost come through. I be a guard and not many a way other than I do verbally barrage all in every way.
Good sir, I cannot believe thine words be true, that every man, woman, and child who doth walk through these gates doth be harmed in some fashion, and indeed not by thee, except perhaps for thine ego. Who would harm one such as me, one who is dashing, intelligent, charming, not exactly well off, but soon to be, should fortune prevail?
Ah, I look at thee and I see but a small, tiny man with an ego that has grown far out of hand compared to the many men and women, even childs, nay, worms that do cross our paths. Thou art tiny, small, and barely worth my time. Go to another clime, small man. What art thou? Ah.
I hath ne'er been spoken of in such a fashion as this as I am today, and thou art true, slightly larger than myself, although methinks because thine boots doth have elevation upon them, I am nevertheless a man of great and extraordinary soul. What soul hast thou, thou cod, thou fence post, thou block of wood?
Thou dost ask about soul. Let me take my shoes off, where the soul be, trapped in my boot, for I only be on bended knee. And now when I do stand at my full height, see the giant guard in all my might. Yea, yea, now what dost thou think, small tiny person? Thou with an ego that simply cannot come forth any more, for thou hast seen thine own God. No, 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 no.
God swoons! I knew not I lived within a stone's throw, be it a very large man throwing a very small stone, but within a stone's throw of a village of giants. Are all within the walls as mighty as thou? Or art thou an aberration?
I be considered a runt amongst mine kind. Simply, I am but a little teeny pebble amongst the great rocks and the mountains of yonder behind. Good sir, thou shouldst go elsewhere, perchance back to those that did give thee some type of friendly stare, for here thou wilt only be stepped on one time and another. Thou art so small, I do believe they won't even notice thy demise.
Good sir, though thou may be as tall as an oak, though thou may be as strong as, may I say, a giant, for thou a giant thou art, I still doth know that the Lord God in heaven doth favor me with greatness, and I shall enter thine gates, fearing naught of thine most dire prophecies, and knowing that I, Rodrigo, shall enter and be welcomed as a hero by the people within.
Thou hast spunk and thou hast spirit. I do put Rodrigo upon our list, for I will need to know the name of the man I do carry out before this day is done. But enough of that. Thou must surely go forward, for thou art going to prove thyself smart and not come undone.
Good God, thou shalt not see me again, and yet I shall enter this town, and all shall go well for me. Hello, good people! Hello! Ah! Oh, it is so good to see thee again. I have had some new baubles, if thou wouldst like thee for thine bride, for I do know that your most monstrous wife doth like a pretty thing here and there.
Gwendolen, thou hast finally come. I am with so much strangeness undone. There be so many who do try to pass by my gates that be unworthy. I do wish that thou wouldst come more, for thou art somehow prettily hairy.
Thou dost speak most kind of me, and indeed mine hair is most beauteous, although I would not describe myself as hairy per se. But be that as it may, I cannot come to thee very frequently, for I must go from village to village, from sea to sea, to pass out mine baubles and trinkets, as thou most knowest, for I hath gained a few trinkets from thee that I have sold for a pretty penny, if I may say.
Thy baubles have always been the best they be, and I be honored that thou dost think somewhat of me, for I did simply give thee a pebble or two, which I do believe came from the bottom of my shoe, and which might have been simply that strange man that did come forth the other day. I wonder what did happen of him. I must look at my list some way. Rodrigo, I do think of his name. Perhaps he be underneath my shoe now. Let me check for a new bauble for you.
Oh, good sir. 'Tis strange thou mentionst a strange man, for strange and strange indeed doth make things quite uncommon. I also did encounter a stranger upon my journeyings, though his name, not Rodrigo, as I do recall. Methinks he called himself Mercutio. So indeed, if two men there be wandering upon these roads late at night, perhaps one did come to thee and one to me.
Perchance Mercutio be this little pebble and bauble, for it does shine so. It could have been a man of some type with the name Mercutio or Rodrigo. Simply a three-syllable, but not a four. Definitely not a five-syllable name. That would be larger, bauble more.
Nay, whomever thou hast had beneath thy heel mayest not be this Mercutio, for dull was he, and most without distinguishing characteristics. There is no way that one such as he could become shiny, even beneath a mighty boot such as thine. Nay, were he to become a small rock, he should be flat and barely suitable for skipping across the river. Didst thou
Nay.
eat the stone?
I needed to test whether this be a man or a bird or a dragon that did fall underfoot, and I do believe that when I do taste it, it taste of parsley, whatever that doth mean.
Oh, mine friend, thy wife is a lucky woman indeed, to know that without prompting whatsoever, that will put anything, both foul and fair, into thine mouth.
Gwendolyn, I do know that if properly asked, thou wouldst do the same for anyone as well. That be what keeps us unseparated, unites us in two, that we would put within our mouths anything that our partners would give, even solid state glue.
Dear, dear friend, whose name I doth rarely say, for indeed thou entire purpose seems to be bound up within thy duty. And yet, Boromir, good God, Boromir, I would have thou know that I have never had a partner whom would offer me anything to place inside my mouth, be it foul nor fair. Nay, I'm a woman alone, a woman who doth travel to and fro upon these lands most cautiously, for there be many men, both brave and cowardly, who would take advantage of mine kindness.
Well, I will not be one of those this day. I do need to go back to my wife, for thou art tempting me somehow away, and I must then let these temptations go. Gwendolyn, thou art beautiful, like the most beautiful snow. Rodrigo,
Mercutio,
Rodrigo.
is that thou? Speakest thou to me from beyond the grave? Art thou now a ghost, as I most assuredly am?
Nay, Rodrigo, I did just the other day do something quite so brave. I did ask a lady her name, and my heart did go aflame. But then I did decide it be prudent to take a rest and to sleep. And then I did wake the next day and speak with the birds and the insects and all that may. And then I did rest again, and then I decided the world is too large, and so I decided to tramp on home when I did come upon thee, looking as if thou hast had great misfortune in thy roam.
Thou dost see me then, I do live. I am not some smear upon the ground or some shade that doth come at night. I am still a man.
Thou art somewhat of a smear upon the ground, yea.
Good friend, pick me up if thou mayest. Take me home. I have found the world to be a most terrifying and brutal place, and would do naught else but lord it over thee in comfortable superiority.
Rodrigo, I cannot this do. I am too afraid to, well, carry you, for that would give my back a great weight, and then my spine might crack, and my death would be dire. I then could see my life, when I have asked a woman her name, could expire. And now that I have inspiration, and I have poetry, and I have soul, I have now a purpose to my life. I have some type of rock and roll. I know not even what those words mean, but I do believe it be somehow something great. I will allow thee to simply stay here and die, and I will thy memory always relate. Goodbye, goodbye, good friend. Thou art always the best, and as inspiration, thou didst, my friend, pass the test.
Adieu, Mercutio. Adieu. I die. 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 Adieu. I die. I die.
Oh, I do love it when a play ends in death, not necessarily of the protagonist, but of an antagonist that was the best. Human follies and big egos all around. I did find this play very quite sound. To its quality I must always aver, I loved the most cautious traveler. And that be our show.
Come on out for a bow, gentlemen.
Thank you, Millie. Thank you, Highwire.
Thank you, Highwire,
Thank
so much for having us.
Thank you both. That was a delight. I'm assuming that you are signed up for season 19.
Highwire Improv. We are signed up for season 19. Hooray for Yorick. Super happy to be there. I'll be back next time with Jane, but hopefully Dan will guest sometime in the future if we ever have an opportunity to do so.
Yeah, and if anybody is online, happens to be near Spokane, Washington, we'll be performing with Binge Watch at the Northwest Improv Festival there in a week and a half.
Yay.
Fantastic. All right. Well, thank you both so very much. What a great way to cap off our Tuesday with some dramatic improv. Who says improv needs to be funny all the time? It can be funny. Life is funny, but sometimes it's fun to just make up a story on the spot. Thank you so much for tuning in. Loved having you. And we'll see you again on